Good morning. Good morning. How are y'all doing this morning? Good to see you guys. You're folding laundry. Yeah, I got a bunch of that. I got a bunch of that to do today too. I started yesterday. I gotta get back to it today too. Weekend adulting stuff, right? It's not fun. Who wants to do weekend adulting stuff? That's lame, right? Why do adulting stuff when we can all hang out together? Isn't that so much more fun? Yes, I hope that we can have some really good dialect today. Some really good dialect. Some exceptionally good dialect. Why not both? I actually highly encourage both. Okay. I highly encourage listening to me while you do household chores. I think that is an exceptionally good job. Good thing to do to not only keep yourself motivated, keep yourself busy, but also have some fun along with it. I do require that every once in a while, though, you come back, you tap the screen, you leave a comment or something. All right. That way the algorithm knows you're still there. But besides that, have fun with it. Besides that, have fun with it. Yeah. Yeah, sorry I wasn't. Usually, you guys know I'm on Saturday mornings too. You know, yesterday we needed to do some shopping before I left town this week, and it was like, all right, well, we need to go out early so we can shop, which was what I wanted to do, right? And and then so I did that, and I was like, oh, we'll get back early enough, to stream later on in the evening, and it just didn't happen. We went shopping. I went to I ended up going to a Korean barbecue, and I don't think I got back home till like 9. And I was beat by that point. Oh my goodness, I was so tired. I was so tired. And I got more stuff to do today. It's not like I got done with it's not like I finished. Well, we got Brazil in the house. Oh my goodness, we got Brazil in the house. Check that out. I got told the other day that I need to get a map and then start like putting plugs in to where I have people to where I have viewers at. I think it'd be actually really fun. I think that would actually be really fun. I get little like blue pins for I get little blue pins for us lefties, and then I get red pins for the MAGA. Interesting. Got Portugal in the house too. Wow. We got Brazil in the house. We got Portugal in the house, and we just started this thing. That's crazy. Ireland's in the house. All right. At least Ireland I've been to. I haven't been to Brazil or Portugal yet. England's in the house. I've been to England. Yeah, this thing's going international. Germany in the house. Been to Germany. Absolutely. Finland's in the house. Have not been to Finland. Have you guys heard that conspiracy theory going along? Apparently there's this one second, Alan. Apparently there's this conspiracy theory I just found out about like earlier this week that apparently says that Finland doesn't exist. Have you guys heard this? Have you guys heard this? Yeah, there's this entire conspiracy theory around that says that Finland doesn't exist. Yeah, it's why I apparently this has been around for a while. People are telling me it's been around for a while, and I've never heard it. I've never heard it. You gotta look it up if you ever get some time. If you ever get some time, look up Finland not existing. Oh, it's really, really funny. But what's going on, Finland? What's going on, Germany? I already said hi to Germany. Zimbabwe? You got Zimbabwe in the house? This is crazy. This is crazy. Where? Oh, we already talked about London. We were talking about England. London, definitely in the house. Oh, I see Djibouti in the house. Wow, man, we got people all over the place. UK, I see some more UK in here. So, Luminary wants to say, like I'm in Florida with you. Okay, that's not exciting. Oh, Texas, Virginia. I bet you in any given live, I bet you we have all 50 states represented. That's pretty cool. Connecticut, Pennsylvania. Connecticut's not real. That's not true. Indiana, Georgia, the Bronx, Minnesota, Colorado, Cali, Puerto Rico, always in the house. Maryland, Bangkok, Thailand. Wow. Detroit, Sri Lanka, Oregon, Louisiana, Iowa, Ohio, Tennessee. God, I really should have been like really writing this down. The live's just started. We're not even full of people here yet. Okay. We're not even full here yet. All right. I got like, what, total between all three lives, like 500 people here. This is gonna be 7 times higher than this in 20 minutes. Who even knows how far we'd get? South Carolina, Delaware, Georgia, Vermont. Do I have anyone from Maine in the house? Do I have anyone from Maine in the house? AZ. You got Maine. There's Maine here. No one's actually from Maine, Queen V. No one's actually from Maine. I'm under the conclusion that Maine doesn't exist. No one's actually from Maine. I remember the first time I met someone from Maine. I was like, "You're not real. You're not real." You're not real. Oh, we got a bunch of upstate New York over here. Maine is as real as Finland. That's great. Young people love Portland, Maine. Y'all are lying. Y'all are lying. I lived in Maine for. I've never been. I really should. I need to hit more states. I need to hit more states. I really do. I really need to hit more states. I think I've been to like. I've only been to like maybe like just over 20 states. I think. I've been to like 30 something countries and only like 20 something states. Portland, Maine is chill, great breweries and food. Well, I love great breweries and I love great food. So maybe I will like the place. I'm not going to lie. There's a reason why I've never gone to Maine. Okay. Like specifically Maine. So my uncle, I was a lot older. I mean, he's in his 60s now, right? My uncle used to travel as like a motorcycle mechanic for dirt bike race teams. And he's like, the most racist place I've ever been was Maine. He's like, fuck whatever they say about the South. The most racist place I've ever been is Maine. And I was like, and that I was like a kid when he told me that. And so like I've avoided it like the plague. To be completely honest with you. Maybe it's different. I've never been there. I was a kid. I was told this, okay, when I was like a young teenager, okay? I didn't know any better. All right. But it's just kind of, I think I just got indoctrinated. I think. So maybe I'll have to check it out. Maybe I have to check it out. What I'm saying, y'all, is I'm willing to give it a chance here. All right. I'm willing to give it a chance here. What I'm getting from the chat is, how can they be racist? There's no black people there. That's literally what I'm getting from the chat. Everybody's just like, there's no, what are you talking about? There's no black people there. Like, how can you be racist against people when there's no other race to be there? There's no one to be racist against. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Y'all are cracking me up this morning, man. Y'all are cracking me up this morning. Sorry, Alan said he had a gift to give and he didn't know how to give it. So, Alan, I'm assuming you're meaning a gifted you're meaning a gifted membership. The way that you can give that gifted membership is to go to if you actually go to my page, right? And where it would normally say subscribe, it'll say join, and you should be able to gift it from there. And there might be another way to gift memberships too. I'm not 100% sure. The way I see it, oh my God, no. Yeah, you can do it from the live too. Yeah, you can click gift memberships. I've done it to Ari's live before. But you gotta hit join or like gifts, and you can gift memberships that way. So you just gift it to somebody. We'll get it out there. VJ, thank you so much for the super sticker to start this thing out. Thank you so much for the $3 super sticker. I can't even see what that say. Does that say fist bump? Fist bump. I like it. And Young Crasher said, would you ever do a meet and greet in Bay Area, California? I would love to do meet and greets all across this great nation. All right. I would love to. All right. I think that's what I might do for the next meet and greet. I might just I might just like put up a poll or something, and the first one to get to like, I don't know, 15 or 20 people that are willing to show up, then I'll just fly there. I don't know. We'll see, something like that. Give it a shot. But yeah, I'd love to. I've only been to the Bay Area once, but it was nice. I really liked it. Valador. Thank you so much for the corgi. I really appreciate that. And Wolfpacks, thank you so much for the happy poops. And Christopher O'Brien, thank you so much for the Sunday also. I'm seeing a lot of DC in the house. I would love to go to DC. That would be cool. I'd like DC. All right, I'm going to open up the phone lines, see if we can get this thing started. I'm seeing VA in the house, lots of VA. Look, I'm willing to travel to the area, but y'all got to meet me at a certain point, right? Like, I'll travel to like one spot, that y'all got to come to meet me too, you know? Hello, how are you?
I'm all right. How about yourself?
I'm excellent. How old are you?
I'm 38.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Yes, I do.
Now, why would you do that?
Why would you be a bully?
Oh, man, are we starting with the whining this early in the morning?
See, there's the point. You claim to be inclusive and all that.
When did I claim that?
But yet you are a bully, and if people rate, you can yell at people, but people raise their voice at you. No, excuse me, I'm talking. You're going to learn manners this morning.
All right. When did I say I was inclusive?
You've said that multiple times.
I don't think I've ever said that.
I watch almost every live stream till you
he's a fan.
Vomit. No, I'm not a fan.
He a fan.
I listen to you.
He's a fan.
You're a bully.
He a fan.
You don't let people talk. You talk over them. You're nothing but a bully.
They not like us.
If people don't agree with you, you want to fight with them because you want to get the viewers.
Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off.
This country. Go ahead, keep laughing.
I will.
I really don't give a shit.
Yeah, sir. I'm not inclusive at all.
You're right. You're a bully.
No,
you are nothing but a socialist. If they don't believe, you are nothing better than the Nazis. Sir, if they don't agree with you, you want to terminate them and get rid of them and insult them. And
you mean like Donald Trump just calling for the execution of congressional Democrats?
You mean like, I don't know.
I said, sir, like
York,
Donald Trump,
like the socialists that are coming out of California.
I said, like Donald Trump.
Pay attention to them. Sir, you just want to go anti-Trump constantly, anti-Republican constantly.
Trump calling for the execution of congressional Democrats. You mean like
that? And you saying that Donald Trump is a piece of crap, and every Republican's an idiot, and anyone that supports Trump is an idiot.
I don't think every Republican is an idiot. Now, you on the other hand.
Bullshit.
You on the other hand,
bullshit liar who just wants to get raised and reviewed.
I don't think you're the brightest one in the crayon box, right? You know what I'm saying?
Neither are you. Your mother should have frankly swallowed you the night she was with your father.
Well, your mother swallowed me last night, so I mean, guess we'd be even, huh?
Yeah, she called you to say you're a dumb-ass liberal piece of shit. Why don't you go to California and live there?
All right, sir. No offense. I'm really over the whining this morning. So do you have an actual
living
point?
Offense. You are an offense to educated people. You are an offense to Americans. You're an offense, period.
Okay. Well, if you're done with the whining, I'm going to move on to the next caller, okay?
I'm not whining. I'm telling you facts.
Yeah, that wasn't really a question. I told you I'm not inclusive. Okay? I told you I'm not. See? I just removed you. I'm not inclusive. I have no will to include you. It is too early on the Sunday morning to listen to you whining. All right. It is too early in the morning to listen to you whining. I'm having a good morning. I'm having way too good of a morning for that. All right. Anyways, Mr. SR, thank you so much for the high five. I really appreciate that. 45. Thank you so much for the 2 jewels. I really appreciate that. And Brandy, thank you so much for the $1 donation too. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for the support this morning. I really appreciate y'all. Hello, how are you?
I'm good. I see your video, you good thing you got going on. Why would you not support Trump?
Because I don't support bad presidents. Why would you support him?
Okay, well, you're making an accusation here. What kind
Not
of
an
bad?
accusation. That's an observation.
Huh?
It's not an accusation. It's an observation.
How? What are you talking about?
Well, see, I can observe the world around me, okay, and then I can see what the president does. All right. And then if those things help America or Americans, right, then that would be good things, right? And then if he does the opposite of that, then he's bad, right? So it's just an observation of what's going on.
Wait, when you say the world, I'm assuming you're talking about the world that you're living in, your personal world. So here's the thing about it.
No, I'm actually specifically not talking about my personal world.
Okay. Well, people in South America, other countries are chanting for Trump. They won't.
Then they can have him.
Everybody out. Huh?
Then they can have him.
Well, the majority rules. See, it's a
no, sir. You said people in South America are chanting for him, and I'm saying if people in South America like him so much, then he should 100% go to South America. Okay, but I don't. But my president's job is not to help South America be happy. My president's job is the job to make Americans better.
That's what he's doing.
How?
Oh, good Lord, man! Look at the money he's bringing in. Look at the dead.
Yeah, let's look at the money he's bringing in. What money is he bringing in?
That's mad.
What money is he bringing in? What money is he bringing in?
Well, look what he just got off of Saudi Arabia.
What did he get off of Saudi Arabia?
Wasn't it like a billion, or was it 100 billion? It
might as well have been a quadrillion. It was 200 billion quadrillion, I think, is the number, because they're just making up numbers. It's impressive, right? It's impressive how they're just making up fucking numbers and that don't even make any sense. Sir, how does a country Sir, how does a country give us more than they have?
How do you know what they have?
Because we can track their GDP.
Right. They don't how much money they have.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. What is GDP?
I don't really know.
Okay, so that'd be your gross domestic product. All right, that would be like the combination of all like goods and services that are built within the country, that are established within the country, right? So Saudi Arabia doesn't have enough money to give us what they said. Neither does Qatar. Neither does what other countries? UAE, Japan. Japan. Literally, Donald Trump told us that Japan is investing, and Japan was like, no, we're fucking not. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
this is a lie. What's your proof that this is a lie?
They don't have enough money.
How do you know that?
Because again, these are sir, we're not guessing. Okay, well, this is not.
Why are you on YouTube if you're such a great financial advisor? What are you sitting on YouTube?
Great financial advisor? Because I can read what a country's GDP is.
Is that not what you're saying?
Sir, you're telling me that Saudi Arabia has more money than Saudi Arabia says it has.
You don't know how much money Saudi Arabia got.
Sir, we know what the gross domestic product is of Saudi Arabia. Okay.
You've got a small YouTube channel going here. You want to put Trump down. We the people knows what's going on. You're on here you're like the food stamp people. You're a crybaby. You don't
that's fine, sir. I understand that when you don't understand something, you go to personal attacks, and they really don't bother me. Okay, what I'm saying is, sir, let's see. What is the GDP? What is the GDP? What is the GDP of Saudi Arabia?
I don't know, and you don't know it.
So it's like 1 trillion. It's 1.2 trillion in 2024.
Right.
Okay.
You talk about personal attacks. Well, what are you personally attacking Trump for?
I'm not personally attacking Trump. How am I personally attacking Trump?
Well, that's exactly what you do. You're calling him a liar. You're so mad about it, you're calling other countries liars.
No, I'm not calling other countries liars. What the heck? I'm calling Donald Trump a liar.
That's exactly what you're doing.
I know, because he's a liar.
So you're the one doing the attacking.
I'm not attacking. Again, I'm observing.
Who are you serving?
Huh?
Who are you serving?
Who am I serving?
Ain't that what you just said? I'm serving?
No.
What'd you say?
I said I'm observing. Donald Trump had 30,000 confirmed lies in his first term alone.
Oh, please. That's like all this bullshit with the felonies and stuff and raping people. It's garbage. You're making this stuff up.
The felonies that are literal court documents.
You're the one doing the attacking, huh?
Sir, I don't know if you're just like purposefully ignorant or just don't have the cognitive ability in order to have this conversation with me.
Right. Well, I'm picking you. Trust me. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Huh?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about you. You're the one with the show putting America down. You're putting Trump down.
No, I'm putting America up.
Like you're this highly educated somebody, and really, if you was out in the country, you'd probably be a homeless person. You're probably on welfare yourself.
If I was out of the country, yeah, I would be homeless because I wouldn't have my home because my home is not in the country.
Right, like I said,
it'd be pretty weird if I was to go away from where my home is. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter. I think if I went to another city, I would probably still be homeless because my home is here where I'm at.
Right. So if you're so smart,
I didn't say I was so smart.
You say you are,
sir. I'm not saying I'm smart at all.
Well, that's what you're trying to convey. That you
know
I'm
not.
All these things about all these countries.
Sir, I'm not. Sir. The GDP of a nation is public knowledge. Okay? It's public record. Like we can look up the GDP of the United States. What is the GDP
Here's the thing about
of the U.S.? No, don't say anything about it. Just shh. Okay?
Well, let me ask you
no, you don't ask me anything. I'm saying something. Anyways, the most recent data shows the approximate GDP of the U.S. is $30.49 trillion in the second quarter of 2025, with a real inflation-adjusted GDP increase of 3.8 at an annual rate. The economy is the world's largest based on nominal GDP. Yep, real GDP growth is 3.8%.
And a lot of that's due to the Democrats.
Okay.
Is it not?
I'm sure. Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Well, there you go then. Trump's not a Democrat, is he?
No.
So how's Trump hurting your world, hurting the United States? What's going on with that? How's he wrong?
Just to be very clear.
Very clear, please.
Just to be very clear, I said that the GDP is the world's largest based off nominal GDP with a 3.8% real GDP growth in the second quarter of 2025, and you just told me that's because of Democrats, correct?
Let me ask you this: who could do a better job than Trump?
Sir, that's a good thing that I said. It's a good thing. You're literally giving credit to Democrats for a good thing.
Who could do a better job than Donald Trump?
A handicapped turtle?
Oh, please. I mean, who could do a better job than Donald Trump?
I don't know. A rock, maybe?
Yeah. See, that's the problem. You're pointing fingers, but you've never got no answers.
I just gave you multiple answers.
Well, let's have one. Who could do a better job than Donald Trump?
A finless fish.
See, and everybody can see what you are. You think you're smart, and you're a big dummy.
All right. Well, you got me. But anyways, I actually was going to attempt to have some intellect in some conversation today, and you lack that quite a bit. So,
okay.
I'm gonna move on to somebody else. Okay. So have a day. All right. Is this how we're starting out the day? Is this what we're gonna do today, y'all? Valador, thank you so much for the corgi. I really appreciate that. Christopher with the Sunday, Wolfpack with the happy poop. I really appreciate that. Zep, Polly, aren't all inclusive like a vacation? No, I am not I'm not your cruise ship. This is not Atlantis. I am not all inclusive. I'm sorry. I'm actually very the opposite of that, to be completely honest with you. Thank you so much. Shadow, thank you so much for the corgi. I really appreciate that. Hellas, thank you so much for the jewels. Christopher with the Sunday, 45 with the jewels. Joshua, huge W's in the chat for Joshua for the $20 super chat. Said Sunday, you know what that means. It's Mayday, go Pats. You're the GOAT, Polly. I appreciate you. You know what? As you can see, I'm not even decked out in gear today. Okay. That's cool. Sorry. That was really cool. I'm not even decked out in gear. This is the Chargers bye week. So not even there. And honestly, I'm really mad at them for me actually buying tickets to their game and watching them get their ass kicked last week. So, I'm glad I get a week to like kind of decompress from that. I do like watching Drake May play, though. He is fun to watch play. I actually really do. I hate that I actually do enjoy watching him play. Mister, thank you so much for the high five. Oh my God, there's been so many jewels sent. I really cannot click on all of them, or I will be here until tomorrow. Angie, thank you so much for the $2. Said caller sounds like he should be on South Park. Okay. And King Rick, thank you so much for the jewels. I appreciate that also. Thank you so much. Sorry, I think I got most of y'all. Oh, Lewis over here too. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, let's open up these phone lines. Thank you guys so much. Sorry, I see all the jewels. Thank you guys so much. I'm trying to at least hit one of them from everybody. So, but make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you guys like support, obviously you see super chats and all that fun stuff, and memberships and all that jazz. My phone line was just blowing up. It's funny how it just stopped in that moment while I said that, but that's okay. I'm sure one of them will call back in a second. Valador, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. It says, I appreciate you, Polly, handling all the chaos with grace. Have a fabulous day. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Valador. I am going to try. I'm gonna do my bestest. I got my Dunkin' this morning too. America does run on Dunkin', so that's important. All right, y'all, if you guys support Trump and you guys would like to call in, please make sure you call in that line. Again, I had like 8 phone calls in like 3 minutes. And then as soon as I turn on the phone line, then nobody's here. You guys have to wait till I turn on the phone line before you're calling in. It's very strange. Hey, relax, guy. Dunkin' funds the GDP. Dunkin' funds my ability to do this. Okay? Dunkin' funds it with caffeine. Okay? I don't get a lot of time to wake up and do this in the morning, so Dunkin's what funds my ability to do this. Hello, how are you?
Hello, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How old are you?
I'm 36.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Yeah, I do.
All right. Now, why would you do that?
Because I won $2,000 in the check that he's sending over to us.
You're waiting for your... Oh, no, my sign fell. Oh, that's lame. Sorry. You're waiting for your $2,000, your $2,000 check? Is that what it is?
Yeah, from those deals that he made overseas.
Yeah, just like the $2,000 Doge check?
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen.
I mean, he told you it was going to, so I might as well. You know, they actually officially disbanded Doge today?
What do you mean disbanded?
Yeah, like Doge is done. They just got rid of it today.
What?
Oh, it was a $5,000 Doge check. That's right.
Well, he did promise us the $2,000. We are going to get the $2,000.
What?
I said he promised to send the $2,000.
He promised to send you a Doge check.
I don't think it was him. I think it was Elon.
Nope, it was him.
All right, so that's not that great, but at least he's doing pretty good in immigration. I mean, he is doing what he said he was supposed to do. What he said he wanted to do, at least.
No, he said he was going to go after criminals like the murderers and rapists and the people that were let out of prisons, apparently. He said he was going after them, but he's not going after them. Less than 20% of the people that he's going after actually have any criminal record at all.
Wait, 20% of the people don't have a criminal record?
Less than.
Are you sure?
Yes.
What about all the Venezuelan gangs and stuff?
What about them?
I thought that's what he was going for. That I think that was the reason why he wanted to start a war with Venezuela. I think I was reading a couple of days ago that they were bombing a couple of boats.
So let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. In order to get rid of Venezuelan gangs in the United States, we are bombing boats off the coast of Venezuela 2,000 miles away.
Well, no, I think they had something to do with the cartels and the drugs coming into the country.
Yeah, how does that help get gang members out of our country?
Well, damn. Well, shit, you got me there. Well, I mean, shit. Well, yeah, that's pretty shit.
Okay, yeah, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly.
Are you sure 20% of the are criminals?
It's not even. Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on.
Less than 20%. Actually, I've seen numbers as low as like 12 to 15%.
12 to 15%, bro. That's crazy.
But I was given 20% just for, just for shits and giggles, because I've heard numbers as high as 20%. But I've heard them as low as like 12. You look that up real quick. I just realized my sign fell.
Okay, let me see. Criminal reported rate. Administration.
I gotta fix that sign. I actually have it command stripped in the back, but it's like, I actually have a command stripped in the back, but I took it down. Anyways, did you find it?
I'm seeing some info. It's not clear, but I mean, I don't think you have a reason to lie, but that's really extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, what about the wars? He stopped some of the wars, right?
Which ones?
The Palestinian Israeli war. Didn't he just stop that a couple months ago?
I know there was a ceasefire. It's not stopping the war.
All right, so are they still killing each other?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, at least Israel's killing them. And now Israel's attacking, like, I think Israel just attacked Beirut this morning. Yeah.
Okay, that's something I'll be able to look up. Damn, you're right. What the fuck is going on? Holy shit. Wait, so it hasn't stopped yet? Then what the fuck were they celebrating?
Bro, I'm sorry. What are they celebrating? They celebrate because Donald Trump just said shit, dude.
No, because they were celebrating like a month ago. I seen it on X. They were celebrating that the war stopped, and I think I was watching a video of Ivanka Trump in Israel celebrating the ceasefire.
Yeah, there was a ceasefire. The ceasefire got violated within 24 hours of it being in.
Then what the fuck were they talking about? What the hell is going on?
I don't know. I mean, they were excited about the hostages. That was cool.
Right. They let go. Yeah, they let go of the hostages.
Like 20 of them.
What they're talking about. Yeah.
But I mean, there was 140 released under Biden.
Okay. All right. Well, how about the Ukrainian war?
What the Ukrainian war that is still going on?
Then what the hell? How come they said they stopped it?
What are you talking, dude? They're in Geneva right now trying to figure out how to stop it, and not getting anywhere close. It doesn't look like. Yeah, they released a plan, like that was like, oh, this is the plan, and it was pretty much like 3 points from Trump that he wanted, and then 20 points that just Russia wanted. Ukraine was like, we're not agreeing to this. There was parts in there that like it said the EU was going to do X, Y, and Z. The EU never agreed to it. It had just crazy shit in there, like Ukraine is gonna add into their constitution that they'll never join NATO, and Russia is gonna they're gonna put troops like on the border of Russia, U.S. troops, and there's like all sorts of crazy shit in there that nobody's ever going to fucking agree to, dude.
Holy shit, man. You're serious too, right?
I'm dead fucking serious. They released a plan. It was pretty much like unedited Russian talking points, right? Followed by, like I said, like a few points that the U.S. added in. They released the plan. The plan was so bad that like the next day, like J.D. Vance had to come out and be like, oh, that wasn't actually really our plan.
Holy crap. What the fuck is going on? Damn, I guess I made a mistake voting for this guy.
That we agree on.
Fuck. I mean, I do see the Israel bombing. I don't think you have a reason to lie about this.
What reason do I have to lie?
Oh man,
sir, I don't have to lie about a singular thing that Trump does. You know why?
Oh, why?
Because he does all the bad stuff on his own, man. Like I don't like there's no like the Republicans make up stuff that the Democrats do. Okay, because even when the Democrats aren't doing anything like that serious, they just make up stuff, right? Like when the government shut down, they were like, "Oh, they're doing it to give illegal like aliens like healthcare." That was a lie. That wasn't true. Right?
Wait, and so we don't give money to illegal aliens?
The federal government does not give any money to illegal aliens for healthcare. No, $0.
But that's what they said in the White House.
Because they lie. Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you. They lie. They'll tell you lies in order to provoke it. I don't have to lie about anything that Trump does. Trump just does crazy shit, and I can just repeat back. Half the time, he just, oh shit, what the hell? I think Ari just changed over my light.
Oh no.
Anyways, well, it sounds like you, what is going on?
I mean, there has to be something. Oh, holy shit. So, I mean, they're releasing the Epstein files, right?
I mean, they're going to release some of them at least.
Okay. Jeez, man. Yeah, you just see it here. I see it here. Okay, so it's not federal money that's being used for to give to illegal aliens. So they don't get money. They might get local money, but it's not federal money.
Correct.
I guess. Right. Okay. I see. Oh.
Yeah. I don't even think you're real MAGA. You can read, so that's not really true. I don't believe that.
Fuck, dude. Well, you know it is. Like a lot of my boys were voting for him. So I mean, I didn't like the first administration, but I didn't like Biden being all old and shriveled up. But
well, Biden had dropped out of the race, so I didn't like Biden being all old and shriveled up either. I was not a fan of that either. Yeah.
Damn. Well, all right, man. Thanks for the info.
Absolutely, man. Have a good one. All right.
You too. Take care.
That was something. All right. Did you see that light just flip? I think Ari flipped my light. That was you. I thought so. Ari flipped my light on. Like flipped my light over. Adventures with Josh, thank you so much for this Sunday. Rochambeau, thank you so much for the high five. Tracy, thank you so much. I appreciate that. King Rick, thank you so much for the jewels. Tracy again. Oh my God, Adventures. Thank you guys so much for the jewels. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. Please make sure you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I really appreciate you guys. Can I explain Doge? Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore. Also, I just saw oh my God, who was it? We just got a new super fan. Haley, thank you so much for becoming a super fan on TikTok. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Also, I think that they're doing some type of I don't know if it's right now, but I know they're going to, or they already are doing like a super fan sale where they're like 50% off. So if you'd like to become a super fan, That I think this is either now or very soon to now being like super discounted. So that's pretty cool. The one Pixie also Pixie, hey Pixie said happy Sunday, give Summer some good pets for me. I will. I'll make sure Summer gets all the pets this morning. I'll make sure Summer gets all the pets. Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to open up the phone lines. We'll keep that going. Really appreciate y'all. All right, Israel killed Hezbollah's top military official in an airstrike on southern suburb of Beirut today. Hello, how are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm doing great. How old are you?
72.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Well, I must apologize. I saw that your title is "Do you support Trump?" I do not support Trump.
Oh no, it's why do you still support Trump? I'm looking for people that support Trump so they can explain it to me.
Right. If I could just say a word or two.
Oh no, I do really appreciate it. If you don't support Trump, I am going to move on just so I can keep the live going. Okay.
Okay.
I do really appreciate that. But hey, stick around. I might do a little friendlies time later and some members only stuff or some stuff like that. So stick around and maybe we'll do that a little later. All right.
Okay. Have a good one. Have a good one.
You too. Bye. All right, we're gonna keep this phone lines open, keep this thing going. Hydrate. Okay. I think my lid is defective. It keeps leaking. Yeah, I think this lid's defective. I gotta see if I can find a new one. Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm great. How about yourself?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
I do, actually.
And how old are you?
I'm gonna be 45 years old.
Awesome. So why would you do that?
So I'm an independent, and I've seen the way that the world has been going. I'm kind of on the fence. I was born before the internet, before technology advanced so fast, and politics was always political theater, but it never was that way until now. And we kind of live in a world that's reality TV. And, everybody loved Trump when the "you're fired" thing came out. And when our government and our news agencies became basically reality TV, and reality in quotes, that things are off the rails, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat.
Sir, everyone loved Bill Cosby before we found out he was drugging and raping people. Everybody loved O.J. Simpson until he started murdering people. Okay? Just because you liked someone at a certain time doesn't mean that you're required to continue liking that person forever, regardless of what they do. That doesn't make any sense. Okay?
Well, you're absolutely right. But
so what is him? So what do people liking him before have to do with now?
Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's because the machine itself, I am not a fan of McConnell. I'm not a fan of Pelosi because, the great George Carlin once said, it's a big club and you ain't in it.
Neither of them are even leading anymore.
As long as the club is running and our times are changing, then your safety, your well-being as an American citizen, all right? My personal...
Sir, no offense. What in the living hell does this have to do with Donald Trump?
It has everything to do with Donald
Why?
Trump.
First of all, Pelosi's not the leader anymore. McConnell's not the leader anymore. Okay. Neither of them exist. And while you're talking about being part of the club or outside of the club, you know what Donald Trump's club exists of? Ex-leaders of Al-Qaeda that he had meeting and defending in the White House. Freaking bin Salman, right, from Saudi Arabia, who murdered a U.S. journalist, and Donald Trump defended him in the White House. He has people in his White House like Stephen Miller, literal neo-Nazis. Literal neo-Nazis. Okay? So you want to talk about the club? Yeah, sure. The club is not great for politicians. Yeah, I'd much rather have that than literal fucking terrorists, which is who Donald Trump is meeting with and defending.
Okay, so what's your opinion on Mamdani in New York?
Mamdani is not a fucking terrorist.
So, but who's he? I mean, it's factual that who's he met with, and what organizations like the Muslim Brotherhood, I have all of my love for all peaceful Muslims in the world, but
yet you're up here talking about one negatively.
Well, I'm asking you. You're asking about. You're making the point of association, guilty by association.
No, I'm making a guilt. No, I'm actually not. That's not.
Then Mamdani would be.
That's actually not the argument I'm making.
Factual evidence, right?
That's actually not the argument I'm making.
Okay, so you're saying that Donald Trump is in bed with terrorists.
I'm not. Well, I mean, he is, but I'm not. That's still not even the point I was making.
What I'm saying is.
But do you want to know the point I was making? Because obviously it missed you.
Okay, so repeat to me again so you can hit the target so I can understand.
Yeah, you're talking about people being in a club, okay, as in giving favor to each other, right? Yeah, as it, yeah, sir, I understand. Okay, you're talking about people like Pelosi and McConnell. I'm sure you would probably name a whole bunch of other freaking career politicians that you somehow have a problem with. Okay, but you for some reason only have a problem when those are Americans that are peaceful, right? But when Donald Trump associates with politicians, okay, that are ex-members of Al-Qaeda and talks really, really awesome about them and how amazing they are and puts them in part of his club, or when he meets with people who'd execute journalists, right, and puts them in part of his political club, because these are other politicians that Donald Trump is associating with and putting as part of his club, making deals with, doing backdoor side deals with, enriching himself through. Okay, it seems to not be an issue. People want to talk about, insider trading with people like Nancy Pelosi. Yeah, that's an issue. It's also an issue when literally the United States is giving deals to literal terrorist countries. All right, because Donald Trump likes the leader, because Donald Trump only responds to perceived strength, like richness and strength. Okay, so I'm sorry, I just have a really hard time like feeling any truth to what you're saying, all right, when it's so obvious that the person that you're supporting is not only doing all of that, but worse and with worse people.
So at what point in time does that not reflect on a Democratic candidate that does the same thing in the greatest city in the United States of America?
What known terrorist has Mamdani freaking associated with?
You haven't seen the photos.
Just give me a name. How about that?
How about I give you a whole organization, the Muslim Brotherhood?
The Muslim Brotherhood is a terrorist organization.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it should. Yeah, it should ring a bell.
Yeah, it should ring a lot of them.
It didn't start it here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, ideological things, all right, are different than factual things. Just like opinions are different than news. They're two completely different things. And again, going back to the beginning of the conversation when I said...
Yeah, nope, hold on. We're right here on this part of the conversation, as I put up on the screen, that the Muslim Brotherhood is not designated a foreign terrorist organization by the United States government.
Yeah, and, the CCP isn't at this point either. You know that, right?
Sir, then who's designating them as a terrorist organization? You?
Anybody that can put a violent action, right? Okay, so we'll talk about, the fact that there is really no Democrat or Republican, all right? There's two sides being played against each other. So if you take into consideration the fact of violence.
Yeah, I'm going to put this up on the screen too, where it says there is no evidence from reliable news sources that the New York City mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani even met with the Muslim Brotherhood.
Okay.
So they're not designated as a terrorist organization, and there's no evidence that Mamdani actually met with them.
Okay. The planner, right? Look, where's it?
You still there?
So what is your source?
Oh, I just typed it in really quick just for fun. I hadn't heard any of this shit. I assumed it was something that is just spreading through right-wing circles, but I haven't heard anything about this. Right, so I knew it wasn't factual.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Look into, okay?
Why? I just did. Where should I look?
All right. Well, if you got your sources, okay, I want you to just go into Google. All right.
All right.
And
Here's
then look into ties of militant groups in the world. All right. And then that's everybody, right? Well, whatever is happening in Burma. I mean, and you want to talk sometimes about what is a Nazi, right? And the whole thing that's going on with Ukraine. Look at what happened. Okay, so it's not off the rails to understand the State Department, again, whether it's a Democrat or Republican.
Sir, what are you
They're
talking
supposed to be
about? You're
working
just
for
you're
us,
just
right?
saying words now. They're not even making coherent sentences.
Coherently. What's happening in Ukraine is a failure of agreements, okay? If you
Why
look
are
at
we
the
talking about Ukraine, sir? You just spread a falsity about Zoran Mamdani meeting with the Muslim Brotherhood. I literally have a fact checked right here that's showing that right-wing influence amplified a fabricated statement attributed to the Islamic State group in effort to link New York City Mayor Zoran Mamdani to extremist organization after his victory. You're literally spreading really what right-wing influencers have made up with no evidence, right? And that was as a counter to Donald Trump meeting with ex-members of Al-Qaeda and people who kill American journalists. And now all of a sudden we're talking about Ukraine. Are you going to respond to anything that I said?
Sure. Okay, so so the idea, all right, is that 9/11 happened, right? And the clerks that he met with, all right, because I don't want to push, let me be clear, I don't want to push Islamophobia. And
You're creating it.
I am not creating violence. So
No, you're creating Islamophobia. When you spread falsities about somebody based off the fact that they are a Muslim and they are brown and and practicing Islam, when you make up falsities linking them to terrorist organizations, then that creates Islamophobia. It's what you're doing. Okay. Like, I'm not making up that Donald Trump met with the freaking, the Syrian president, right?
He also stepped over the border to North Korea.
Why do you say that as if that's a good thing?
Because that's not our country, and it's an enemy of the state.
Correct. So why are you saying this like it's a good thing?
Because you know what? Punching somebody in the face and talking to them are two different things.
Right. And then there's also this thing called legitimizing someone. Right. And that's what Donald Trump did. He legitimized the Kim regime, right? He gave credence to their cause, all right, which is now going to cause the North Koreans to be emboldened to continue their nuclear testing, to continue their ICBM testing at an even faster rate, and to commit even more atrocities against their own people.
Because there was no consequence.
What? What did you say?
I said that during the Biden presidency and his cabinet, North Korea ramped up its testing.
They ramped it up before Biden took office.
During Trump's first term?
Yes. Right after Donald Trump met with them. And then it continued through Biden.
Where did you get
but
that
regardless of from Sir, I don't remember the exact place where I read that information. I don't have it on the top of my head. Where are you getting information that says that I'm wrong?
Gonna look it up again.
Well, okay. Well, then how about we just skip past that part? Okay, because this is ridiculous, sir. If Don, sir, when you, sir, hold on, sir. When you go and meet with these terrorist organizations, okay, with these authoritarian dictatorships that are committing human rights violations against their own people, right? You do not get to a closer point of getting to peace with that country, okay? What you do is you embolden them, all right, to make to be able to do what they're doing. They're saying, hey, I'm doing what I'm doing, and now the U.S. president's coming over, shaking my hand, talking about how great of a person I am, right? So what makes you think that Donald Trump telling Kim Jong-un how much of a great person he is, shaking hands with him, coming to his country, doing all that stuff, what makes you think that that would make Kim Jong-un stop what he's doing? And also, did it stop anything?
It hasn't stopped him in his own sovereign nation, whether it's correct or not. The problem is that I think that you fail to understand that North Korea is North Korea. We are the United States of America. If we can, sometimes if somebody's a nuclear power, you have to take down their guard. And that kind of strategy, and just like, not feeding into the reality TV of things, maybe they're never going to fire a nuclear weapon. Maybe they will, but we don't know that, okay? But what we do know is diplomacy, even with a terrible dictator, that in their country, what are the choices? Protect your people or sacrifice your people to destroy
This is easy. How many nuclear weapons did the North Korea send to launch at the United States prior to Donald Trump going to North Korea?
None.
How many have they done after that?
There would be a hole in the ground.
What have they done? How many have they done after that?
How many nuclear missiles has North Korea shot at the United States?
Correct.
In the history of the world, none.
Okay,
0.
awesome. So you cannot tell me that Donald Trump meeting and legitimizing Kim Jong-un stopped us from being nuked when they had never done that before anyway. Had never even attempted, had never even tried.
Yeah,
okay. So sir, hold on. I'm not finished. I'm not even close to finished. Okay. Sir, you don't by that same logic, I can say that, I went and got Dunkin' Donuts this morning. And because of that, Kim Jong-un has not shot a nuclear missile at the United States. We can literally I'm again not finished. Sir, I am again not finished. Sir, I am again not finished. Thank you. Okay, sir, you are just giving credit to Donald Trump because he met with someone for something that was already not happening. It took 6 days after Donald Trump left that office for them to begin testing ICBMs again in the Pacific. 6 days. That was an agreement that Donald Trump had actually made with North Korea. And after that agreement was signed, it took 6 days for North Korea to break that agreement. Okay? It took 6 days, all right? So you're just trying to give him credit for stuff because you think that it's cool that he went there. And if you just want to think it's cool that he went there, fine. Thanks for enjoying that. I'm sure there was a great couple movies that came out of it, okay? You don't legitimize freaking dictators, okay? You don't legitimize terrorists. That is what Donald Trump. No, Donald Trump legitimized it. Sir, all right. All right, I just mute you for a second. That's fine. I'm finishing my sentence. Donald Trump legitimized Kim Jong-un by going there and meeting with him and talking about how awesome he was. And remember the little letters they wrote, little Rocket Man and all that sort of stuff, right? Those are what legitimize and embolden those leaders, okay? So stop trying to give credit for Donald Trump that Donald Trump does not get credit for, okay? Now go ahead and speak.
Okay, well, context is everything. So, granted, what you said, sure. So your position is that Donald Trump going into North Korea, it was, legitimizing Kim Jong-un, all right? Just like Donald Trump and his fallacy of what I see is his ego, right? So you got these two egotistical people, but there's no pathway in between. When he goes over there and says, you better not mess with South Korea because we have a lot of economic interests down there, you better not start something because that's the biggest problem is our economic interests there. All right.
In order for that statement to matter,
for your purposes and what you're doing, send up a couple rockets, whatever they'll say that you're doing. I don't care what you're doing, but leave South Korea alone.
Gotcha. So
All
again,
right.
for
So
that
that's
purpose,
diplomacy,
sir,
okay?
was North Korea attacking South Korea prior?
Yes, they were.
They were fucking not. They were absolutely fucking not. Okay,
So
they were not.
economically,
They were not doing that aside. So first of all, that's not true. Okay. Second of all, that
not
also,
physically,
sir,
not kinetically,
sir.
dude.
Second of all,
Okay.
that makes the assumption that before Donald Trump went over there and told him not to mess with South Korea, Kim Jong-un was under the impression that he was okay to mess with South Korea and that the United States had no financial interest in that. Do you believe that?
Depending on who was in the chair, and you
Oh,
recently,
so when other presidents were there, Kim Jong-un had no realization that the United States had a vested interest in South Korea. Let's forget about the fact of how many military bases we actually have in South Korea and how we are completely intertwined militarily and economically with South Korea. Let's forget all of that. Now you're also going to assume that Kim Jong-un did not realize any of that whatsoever, so didn't have a very clear understanding that any attack on South Korea would be considered an attack on South Korea, on the United States, even though we have multiple alliances with South Korea that specifically say that. And it wasn't until Donald Trump went over there and said that to Kim Jong-un's face, that's when he finally realized all of these things that could not have been more obvious to him.
you done?
We literally have American troops that sit at the border of South Korea and North Korea.
Of course we do, but they're American troops,
They're American and South Korean troops.
right?
Yeah. So again, how did Kim Jong-un not know all of this stuff before Trump went there?
He did.
Then
But
what
no
was the
matter
point
how
of Donald
many
Trump
years
saying
they're
going over there?
They're a nuclear power, all right?
So, sir,
And they also get a
your
lot of
statement,
technology from China.
sir,
all right?
your statement was he needed to go over there. That way North Korea knew not to mess with South Korea. If they already knew that not to mess with them, then what was the point?
Because he was doing more, all right?
Like what?
So you said the test, the rocket test, and how close they were. And they were, the news cycle was going on and on and on, right? You remember that period of time, right?
Sir, they were testing before, they were testing after.
They're testing during and before.
Sir, what again? And sir, this is just a complete lack of understanding of foreign relations, of international relations, of foreign politics. Okay. Donald Trump, this is what happens when you put a reality TV star in as president. Okay. Donald Trump does things for photo ops. Donald Trump does things to get clout. Donald Trump likes being the first to do something or whatever. Not understanding, okay, the implications, okay, and the complete negatives that come to American security, to international security, to all of these different things, right? All of the negatives that come from that, okay? All the negatives that come from that, but just so he can be like, I did it. I went to North Korea. It's not a good thing that he did that. All it did was legitimize North Korea. We got zero out of it. The whole reason that he went there was in order to create a deal for them to stop testing missiles, which they broke in 6 days. Okay? That's it. Meanwhile, North Korea has continued to accelerate their ICBM program. They've continued to accelerate their nuclear program, okay? They are literally still executing their citizens, okay? And executing their entire families for crimes against the state, okay? And now he probably feels even more emboldened to do that because he probably feels like Donald Trump ain't gonna do anything to me regardless, because he's sitting there writing little, I love you, little rocket man, fucking love notes and kisses and everything to North Korea. Sir, why are you such a big fan of Donald Trump meeting with people like Kim Jong-un or Vladimir Putin or Viktor Orban or bin Salman or al-Sharia, Al-Sharai, I've never pronounced his name, the president of Syria, why are you such a big fan of him meeting with all of these horrible people and trying to make these deals that never end up helping America all the way across the country, world? Why are you such a big fan of this while he literally has like the highest unemployment rate since COVID shut down, where we're just hemorrhaging fucking jobs, hemorrhaging our entire fucking economy, right? Treating people inhumanely here. Why are you standing up so much for these world dictators?
I'm not standing up for world dictators. I'm standing up for communication and acknowledging that dictators exist. That's what I'm acknowledging.
Sir,
and
nobody didn't acknowledge that they existed.
And if you take into consideration what you said, right? Kim Jong-un is, crimes against the humanity badge wearer, all right? He is an inhumane dictator, right? Granted. But his country, he exists. That's there, right?
Sir, every president knows he exists.
No, is it my turn or is it not?
No, but you're making sir, do you think that Joe Biden didn't know that Kim Jong-un existed?
I don't think Joe Biden knew where the fuck he was.
Okay. Well, I don't think you know where the fuck you're at, to be completely fucking honest with you, okay? Do you not think that Barack Obama knows that Kim Jong-un exists? Do you think that Barack Obama didn't know that Vladimir Putin existed?
I think Barack Obama, of course. I mean, what does that have to do with
because you're saying they exist, and if they exist, sir, of course they know that they exist, sir. Of course they all know they fucking existed.
Knew that they were trying to change the petrodollar to the gold standard and needed to do something called the Arab Spring. Like, come on.
He did nothing. Donald Trump's actions have done.
Who has no knowledge, who just wants to make
Donald
a deal
Trump
and build, what he wants to build.
He's not even making fucking deals. That's the thing. Donald Trump's not even making deals.
Of course he's making deals.
What deal? What deal? What deal?
But
Name one fucking deal.
One deal?
One deal? One.
All right, well, you brought up Israel. Israel and Gaza right now, Gaza's not a pile of rubble right now, thank God.
Yes, it is. It is currently a pile of rubble.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's beat up real bad. Syria's beat up real bad, too.
It is literally a pile of rubble. Donald Trump suggested getting everybody out of that area, moving them to another country, force migrating them so he could build resorts there, out of the rubble.
And did Obama not do that to Syria?
Sir, I'm not talking about Obama. What deal has Trump made? What deal?
To keep it from becoming a parking lot.
Sir, Donald Trump did not stop it from becoming a parking lot. It is already a parking lot.
Dude, the same deal he made with North Korea.
What deal?
You have a choice.
What deal? The missile deal that was broken in 6 days? What deal?
To stop bombarding.
North Korea wasn't bombarding anyone.
Not North Korea. I'm talking about Israel. I'm talking across the board, but that's a perfect example.
Israel is still bombing there. They still are bombing. They still kept bombing.
Benjamin Netanyahu, Israel would have done much worse.
Gotcha. So you're just projecting that Israel may have done much worse if it wasn't for a ceasefire deal that's already been broken.
By both sides.
Yes. So Donald Trump's ceasefire deal didn't last 24 hours.
In totality, yeah, but it's still holding.
So gotcha. So the two major deals,
Beirut, like what just happened with Beirut,
the two major deals that you're giving Donald Trump credit for are a ceasefire that was broken in 24 hours and a missile deal that was broken in under a week. That's the two deals that you're giving Donald Trump credit for.
That DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo, the mass slaughter.
Still fighting. Never stopped fighting.
The skirmish, but the all-out slaughter is over. The two forces are not doing it.
Yep, they're still fighting and killing each other. because those
Well,
are
so,
extremist groups.
like, you want to cherry pick small examples instead of the all out. You know, ideologically, it's not going to stop.
The
ever.
DRC is still fighting. It's just simply not true. Like, I don't know what to tell you. They're still fighting. If they're still fighting and killing each other, then the war's not over.
Yeah, it's the war itself is over. It's like, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, if you want to drink the Kool-Aid, drink the Kool-Aid. I sit in the middle of things.
That's not drinking the Kool-Aid, sir. That is just the facts of the matter.
The fact of the matter is the war is over. The war is over. And the war is over. There's going to be skirmishes. That's always the way it's going to be.
Sir, you know how I know? You know how I know that Donald Trump didn't really do much for the DRC? You want to know how I know?
How do you know?
Because Donald Trump telegraphs every single fucking move he makes. Okay? And if Donald Trump was leading this whole charge to stop this war in the DRC, then I would have heard about it for fucking months. Just like I've been hearing since before Donald Trump took presidency. I'm going to end the war between Ukraine and Russia. Still not fucking ended. He said day one, I'm going to end it. And then all of a sudden, I'm going to end the war between Israel and Palestine. Day one, I'm going to end it. I heard it over and over and over and over and over. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, okay, for a war that Donald Trump had never mentioned, never mentioned that he was working on a deal, never even said the word Congo, I don't think in his entire life, couldn't even prove to you like that Donald Trump could point out where the freaking DRC is on a map. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, all right, he has ended this war that he has never spoken about, and not a singular person in his administration has ever spoken about ever. And then all of a sudden he ended it? All of a sudden, the two wars he said he was going to end, on day one, he couldn't freaking end. But a war that he never spoke a singular word about, all of a sudden he gets credit for ending it right before the Nobel Peace Prize voting? Give me a break, dude. He took credit for Thailand and freaking and India's ending of the war. And literally the Prime Minister of India had to come out and say specifically, the United States and Donald Trump had nothing to do with the ending of this war. Nothing. Zero things. Okay?
He had nothing to do with India and Pakistan.
The Prime Minister of India said that.
Well, Modi is doing his due diligence. It's again like that club. The world is a smaller place at this point in time. And if you don't think for a second what somebody says and what they do are two different things, and no, I'm granted, like I'll give you this one too. And this is another.
No. I want you to finish that. I want you to finish that sentence.
This guy.
Hold on. Can you go back to that sentence? You said if you think that what people say and what they do are the same thing, can you finish that sentence?
Yeah, if you think what people say and what they do are the same thing, you're never going to be 100% accurate, because you yourself, yeah, I'm going to do that, or wow. I said that, but I didn't mean it. Like
the irony in that statement is just the irony in that statement is just the most. Is just the most.
If Biden, okay, and
I don't even know what to do with that statement. I truly don't even know what to do with that statement.
Yeah. Well, think about it.
You are literally talking about the difference between what people, sir. You are, sir.
Then that's the problem.
Sir,
that's the problem.
You are the one doing that.
That's politics.
You're the one doing that. You're the one
No, that's
just
what Trump
taking
does.
what Donald Trump
That's what
says
Modi does.
on
That's
face
what Kim
value.
Jong-un does.
No, sir, that's what you're doing. You're literally taking what Donald Trump says at face value, even though the evidence doesn't show it.
Nah, I don't care. Of course, like, okay, look, he called MTG, what's her name, Marjorie Taylor Greene, a Looney Tune, basically, and then he's on the grass, and he says, "Oh, she's a nice lady." Like,
She is a Looney Tune.
That's it's. I agree completely. But that's
Sir,
not
sir,
the point.
again,
The point is
the
that
evidence,
Donald Trump can
sir,
say
sir,
that
the evidence,
his rhetoric
sir, the
is
evidence
what it
shows
is.
that Marjorie
He's
Taylor
playing
Greene
the
is
game.
out of her fucking mind. Okay, that's what the evidence shows. Okay, I don't
I
care what
agree,
Donald,
I
sir,
agree.
sir, I don't care, sir. Stop talking. I don't care what Donald Trump says about it unless there's evidence to back it. There is evidence that Marjorie Taylor Greene is a Looney Tune. Okay, so when he says that, I go, cool. What he says is backed by the evidence. Easy stuff. When Donald Trump says, I ended the war between the in the DRC, there's no evidence of that, so I don't believe it. Okay? I don't believe it. And even if he fucking did, okay? Two things on that. One, kind of crazy that that's the only one you can solve, even though you told me you were going to solve a bunch of other ones. And two, I thought we were going to be America first. Why is America suffering while Donald Trump is too concerned with what's going on in the DRC? I'm just being completely honest, okay? Even if Donald Trump somehow just actually wrote the entire fucking plan for ending the war personally in the DRC, I would still have lots of fucking questions on why that's his concentration. Like, truly, I would. There are a lot bigger wars, and there are a lot bigger things that Donald Trump should be worried about instead of him just trying to chase Obama's fucking Nobel Peace Prize, okay? And it's really bad. But after that freaking little slap in the face of irony, I think I am going to move on to the next caller. But you have
right.
you have a day, okay?
You have a day too, sir. And
oh my goodness. That's wild. All right, we're going to move on to the next caller. I really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Y'all, please make sure you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I really appreciate y'all. If you'd like to support the live, I do have super chats open and all that fun stuff. I also have all my pay links in my bio, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. So if you'd like to support, I really appreciate that. Oh, Fee, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Jaded, thank you so much. Valador, thank you so much. Tracy, thank you so much. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you guys so much for being here. Diva, hi.
Insane.
Diva, how you doing? I have a long time to talk to you, Diva. I need to come up and say hi. I need to come over to your space soon and come say hi. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much. Jaded, thank you so much. Renee, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And can we get big W's in the chat for Mel for the $5 super chat? Said, Sundays are my favorite, watching you and playing Marvel Rivals. Oh, thank you so much, Mel. I really, really appreciate that. Huge W's in the chat for Mel for the super chat this morning. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's open up these phone lines, keep this thing going. I really appreciate y'all. Hope everybody is having a wonderful day. Oh, well, we had a bunch of people calling a second ago. I figured it would ring immediately. It's so weird. So I can see how many people call, and my phone lines were like blowing up 1 minute ago. the second I open them up, it takes a second. That's okay. They'll come back in a second. So I just realized one of my fantasy guys was out. That's annoying. That's annoying. I didn't realize he was out. Anywho, oh, there it goes. I knew it would hit in a second. Hello, how are you?
I'm good. But I just want to say that you guys are thinking a little bit too heavy on what this man has done for his country, man. Because first of all, when he came in, he changed a lot of things for us.
And who's us?
Starting with the school system. The school system was all fucked up with all of them lefties and they them she is bullshit that was ruining kids' lives. forcing kids to transition?
That's not true. And I don't
Really?
believe you go here, so I'm not having this conversation with you. Hello, how are you?
Hey, hi, how are you, friend?
I'm okay. How old are you?
I am 37.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Absolutely.
All right. Now, why would you do that?
I support Trump for a few different reasons, okay? I do believe that the lack of a spine in this country, so to speak, in recent political cycles has been, for lack of a better term, disgusting. And I think that having that spine, like how Cat Williams would say, they say, is your president going to be up at 2 a.m. to answer the phone? He said, Cat Williams made a funny statement. Yeah, our president's up. Our president's on the toilet with a PS5 controller launching Tomahawk cruise missiles over into Syria when he thinks he's going to gas his people. So, I love that sense of a spine. So I've been watching you for a while now, and I've been commenting on you for a while. I'm Mr. SRT8, buddy. It's nice to meet you. So you probably have one of the best channels for this type of discussion, okay? But I don't think, in a way, it's framed right, because I don't think necessarily Donald Trump's the issue. Granted, I don't agree with a lot of things that's been happening right now. I voted for Barack Obama twice, too, so I can't sit here and act like I'm a Democrat or a Republican. I'm not. I'm American. I'm America first, okay? Whether that's make America great again, I think America is a great place. Can it be better? Absolutely, but that needs to be for everybody. And a lot of the politics and the policies that he has adopted, I think, are good for the country.
Like
oil.
what?
We should be producing oil in this country. We have more oil underneath our feet than Saudi Arabia does. Now, I get it. You want to use up everybody else's resources before you
No,
tap
hold
into
on.
your
Let's
own.
stand by here. Hold on. Last year, we outproduced Saudi Arabia.
Oh, no, 100%. No, I agree with you. But fundamentally, we're not refining in this country.
Well, we can't
We have
refine.
pipelines
We don't
going
have
from-
the ability to refine at the level that we need to actually.
Granted, now we were talking about deals with the caller or two back. Now, I like to think of wood deals. Now, think of the AI deal he just did, where he brought in the infrastructure, hundreds of billions of dollars to the United States. Now, that is a fundamental thing that the rest of the world right now is competing for. They're all competing for that same.
From who?
Weapon. What do you mean from who?
Oh, where are these hundreds of billions of dollars coming from?
Well, it's actually the two major companies that were doing it between OpenAI, the Chinese gentleman. I'm not good with names. I would butcher his damn name. I could probably get the name of his corporation real quick. But it was not too long ago. I know you're very aware of events.
No, then I'm very aware of events. That's why I would like to know where this. You said hundreds of billions of dollars are coming from, because nobody has agreed to give us that much money. Nobody.
Oh, yeah, one moment. I'll tell you.
No.
AI deal with Trump. 2 seconds, and I'll get you the exact detail. But yeah, engage artificial intelligence involves promoting domestic investments, global partnerships, the key initiatives, the data. Yes, Stargate project. In a U.S. company, Stargate was formed with support from Oracle, OpenAI, SoftBank to invest at least $500 billion in infrastructure and build colossal data centers across the U.S., which Trump states will create over 100,000 American jobs. The first data centers are reportedly going under construction in Texas. Saudi Arabia partnership. The Trump administration announced groundbreaking agreements with Saudi Arabia on AI, civil nuclear energy, and critical minerals. This includes an AI.
All right, sir. Sir, can you just tell me what? I don't need you to read the entire
That
article.
was what you asked me. The companies. You asked me about the all this hundreds of billions. You said that there's no one headed. So I was just informing you, brother. That's all. And I was giving you the rundown of the list.
Yeah, I would just like to see. I would just like to see exactly where they have $500 billion.
No, I agree.
Because this is.
Well, I'm not.
Let's see.
Stargate project.
No, I'm aware of that.
I knew you were. I've heard you talking about it in previous forums and previous other shows.
I would like to know how part of these are different from because this is saying it's part of the NVIDIA infrastructure, which was already agreed under the Biden administration. So I'm really confused about where.
Expansion. It wasn't an expansion. I believe it. I agree. So I was going to say this. I didn't want to cut you off. I do believe that it's a lot of your other callers are ignorant, and I don't like that the MAGA the whole MAGA thing or whatever. Kind of a lot of the callers that seem to call you, which is good for views, and it is, but it really kind of does not do the cause any justice or anything. It makes us look very ignorant. So, but he's a showman, okay? So you're right, it is an expansion, but he's a showman.
The Stargate project started in 2024.
Are we going over time dates, or you just asked for the deal? I was just giving you. I can give you.
Oh no, I'm just looking at it right here, and the Stargate project was started in 2024 under the Biden administration.
No, actually, I'm pretty positive. I watched it when.
I mean, I'm right here on
interview when they both came into the office of with Donald Trump, and but actually the gentleman specifically said it was Donald Trump's. It was Donald Trump's.
That's fine. They can say whatever they want, but it's even right here. It's even right here under the bottom of the StargateProjects.net, where it says.
No, I agree with you.
Where it says right here, it's copyrighted 2024.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. It is it's an expansion onto pre-existing conditions that were already stipulated under the previous administration. So I'm not going to sit there and, like I said, I'm not a Democratic or Republican, brother. I'm an American like you. I tell everybody, if there was a tax break, and this is what I don't like about this, right? Everyone whines. If there was a tax break that helped 200 million Americans, but I'm not one of those 200 million, but I know it benefited the majority of individuals, I'm not complaining. So and the same with the rich. Everyone says, oh, you give all these tax breaks to the rich. So you sitting at home, you employ a whole bunch of people, right? No, what do you mean? Well, I'm just saying, because you employ a lot of, you know what I'm saying? You employ a lot of people. No, you don't own a business or run anything. No, you don't.
Yeah.
Help the community.
So I'm actually looking at this right now. So reports from March of 2024 indicate the plan for the massive AI data center, initially involving Microsoft and OpenAI, predated the official announcement under the Trump administration. OpenAI had communicated with the Biden Commerce Department about the need to streamline permitting for such a large energy shift. The Trump administration's announcement of the project was framed as a move to accelerate AI and was made a day after President Trump rescinded a 2023 executive order from President Biden that focused on AI safety standards and content watermarking. This signaled a shift in U.S. AI policy towards prioritizing infrastructure development and speed over the regulatory approach. Despite the regulatory differences, both administrations recognize the need for AI. The project structure of Stargate LLC was announced at the White House, and SoftBank COC, I don't know how to pronounce that, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, and Oracle founder Larry Ellison. They plan to invest 400. Yeah. So it looks like literally the entire.
I give 100%. I give Biden props, bro. Like I told you, I'm not a Democratic or Republican.
Well, sir, I'm not. This has nothing to do with you. Okay. It has nothing to do with you. All I'm saying is that this entire project seems to be developed under the Biden administration and then just announced once Trump got in office for him to take credit. And it just feels like a whole other thing of just Donald Trump taking credit for shit he doesn't actually do.
Well, okay. So I'll be honest. These are opinions we're giving. So you're stating facts. I'm stating facts. Both are right. Okay. I'm not saying you're wrong in any way. But you can't say I'm wrong either. So, but now this is off topic of principle. We just got back to one point. This is a discussion, and I like to be able to have discussions with actually intelligent individuals that can eloquently put things and actually can look things up properly instead of just drumming shit off the top of their head like how the other callers do. They're fumbling.
What's actually really funny too is, do you know what day this was announced?
What, brother?
The Stargate project. Do you know what day it was announced?
Not off the top of my head, friend.
Yeah, it was announced January 21st.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a...
He literally announced it the day after he took office.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to lie to you. I love that vigor, okay, and that energy. You got people don't understand it. If you want to be successful in anything, you are not going to be anything, maybe it's quite to the exacerbated, extent that he is, because, he's a little over the top. But with that being said, the level of aggression, that level of overselling things, I mean, I do appreciate that, because you're not going to get anything if you don't. Yeah, that needs to be understood on any side, okay? That you're not. If you don't overhype it up, then it's never going. None of your prospects will come to fruition. It's just not going to happen, because no one's going to see the dream that you see. Okay. Now, if you have the will to succeed in what you're going to do, like he does, like how when he says he's going to do something, like do not gash your people or I'm going to bomb your country, and then he proceeds to do it. I think that we need that level, okay? And we haven't had it, because Barack Obama sent pillows and blankets to Ukraine. Trump sends bombs. Biden sent really nothing. I mean, they kind of stood idle.
To Ukraine?
And I'm not one to, with Ukraine, I don't believe in the whole Ukraine over there. I don't. I don't think that we should be propping up an oligarchy.
No, but you're saying that Biden didn't send anything to Ukraine? What are you talking about?
No, they did not. No, there's been a complete ramp up in military equipment and support sent to Ukraine since Trump's been in office. Biden was very much.
Biden literally sent hundreds of billions of dollars of equipment to Ukraine.
But spending money, brother, is different from giving that, being able to go into Congress and then say, listen, we're now sending over military equipment. We've sent them, we're now giving them permission to launch Tomahawk cruise missiles into the country, bro.
Sir,
so
Biden sent them hundreds of billions of dollars of equipment that was approved by Congress, a bipartisan Congress, actually.
That's true.
So what are you talking about?
Spending money is different from the provisions and what they have now, what has been stipulated to be allowed. The things that they're allowing now, Biden did not allow.
Donald Trump immediately stopped. What are you talking about? Trump immediately came in and stopped them from using long-range weapons. That was like one of the first things he did.
Well, that's because that's the showman wanting to think that he's gonna. That's a show with the whole fucking war.
People died because of that. A lot of people died because of that.
Well, brother, that's a lot of people die everywhere around the world.
Oh, okay. So, well, if a lot of people die someplace, then we should just encourage more death then.
No, that's just like the last caller ignorantly making the comment about Gaza not being a parking lot. Anyone with half a brain could just go on the internet and see that they level Gaza, and it is a forced migration, and it's disgustingly to admit it. It saddens me to admit it.
Joe Biden sent a whole bunch of equipment over there. He sent money over there too. I wasn't as big of a fan of that, but he did send a whole bunch of equipment over there the entire time that war was going on. Donald Trump immediately came in, stopped sending them weapons, then started sending them weapons later on, like a new deal after there was already a huge aggression by Russia. Actually, if you look at the aggression by Russia into Ukraine and the actual civilian casualties that have happened and military casualties that have happened since Trump took office, they're significantly higher now than they ever were since the beginning of the war, but that they had been in years under the Biden administration. Donald Trump was the cause of that aggression, and that was because of his stopping of weapons, not because of his escalation of weapons.
I think I could agree with some of those points, and then I want to push back on a few others. So when it comes down to this, it is okay. So he did. You're right on that. And it's the stopping and then reactivating in such a way, or even though it was kind of more like a reframing of what they were kind of already being with what the Biden administration was already starting to implement and set into place, but did systematically try to destroy everything that Donald Trump did in his first presidency. And you kind of notice how Trump didn't do that to Biden.
He did do that to Biden. He literally did it the first day he was in office. What are you talking? Are we living in two different realities here?
No, brother.
Sir, I literally just read.
What provision? What is?
I literally just read one. Like 5 minutes ago when we were talking about OpenAI, I just read one.
One. I said I didn't say everything.
Sir,
I said
Donald Trump went through and erased 90% of the shit that fucking Biden did by executive action. Just like Biden did it to Trump, just like Trump did it to Obama, just like Obama did it to Bush. Would they do it for every single one? What are you talking about?
This was my top. You're giving me a point because you're bringing up that. But so my topic is this. So as far as it goes with him doing what he's doing, that was a show move. That was him being a show, and yes, it did get people killed. By him bringing Putin over.
Sir, but you just said the opposite. You just said the opposite. You just said he increased weapons, and now you're telling me he stopped weapons, which got people killed.
No,
which one is it?
People didn't know. You're not understanding.
He increased them and stopped them simultaneously?
Yes, he did. Yes,
wow.
In the beginning.
That's pretty impressive. Donald Trump both stopped weapons and escalated the sending of weapons at the exact same time. That is incredibly impressive. That is insanely
incredibly ignorant, in my personal opinion. I didn't understand why you had to cease the flow of weapons just to have a fucking whole little show in Alaska, then to just go.
You also just told me that Biden didn't send weapons and then said that Biden sent weapons. What are we doing here?
Biden sent money. Biden did not send the level of military equipment.
He sent so much more.
That is not true, brother.
That is
I can
true.
look it up right now.
Go ahead.
I'll show you. 2 seconds.
Go ahead.
And this is easy. This is an easy lookup, actually. This is a very easy lookup, my friend.
Then do it.
I am right now. Oh, I like this. The honesty in it. You're right. I'm a man, I admit it. I'm in AI mode and I'm looking at every relative site. I had 15 different sites at the moment instead of the 2 sites that I'm looking at that aren't even on here. But it does. And it gives me dates to back it up, which I really appreciate. I can verify it. And it's true.
It's
Almost
insane.
double. Holy shit. What a shame. Well, I'm man enough to admit it. You're correct. Proof's in the pudding.
All right. Glad we got to an end there. Well, that sounds like a good place to end this phone call. I hope you have a wonderful day, okay?
You too, buddy. God bless.
All right. Bye-bye. Like, do people think I just come up here and just yank shit out of my whole ass, dude? Do people think I just come up here and just yank shit out of my whole ass? Oh, I need to hold on. No. I need to start adding. Oh wait, hopefully I didn't do something wrong there. All right, sorry. That was something. That was something. Mister, thank you so much for the jewels. I appreciate that. Ash, thank you so much for the high five. The high fives. Entropic, thank you so much for the high fives. However you pronounce this, thank you so much for the floatings. I appreciate that. And Jaded, thank you so much for the thank you. I appreciate that also. And Lovely, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Can we get a huge WZ chat for the $5 super chat from Lovely? So I give Trump credit for showing us how easily manipulated people, especially mediocre white men, to believe in alternative reality. Yeah, absolutely. It's pretty impressive. Thank you so much, MSG Retired. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Y'all, if you guys like to support the live, I do have super chats open. I also have gifteds, memberships, all that fun stuff. Pay links in the bio, all that stuff. But make sure you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I really appreciate that. Guys, if you guys will give me 1 second, I will be right back. So sing a song, say something nice to each other. All right, sorry about that. I really appreciate you guys. I think that coffee had hit a little bit. All right, Ronaldo, thank you so much for the £5 super chat. I really appreciate that. Still waiting for the Trump X Bubba doomed. Y'all real ones know. You guys waiting for it? Is this gonna be like a Kim Kardashian thing? I think this feels like it's gonna be like a Kim Kardashian reveal or something like that. All right, phone lines are open. You guys' request box is open. We're gonna keep this thing going. Oh my goodness, I am thirsty today. Ooh. Oh, also, if you're here, I will most likely be on super early tomorrow, like in the afternoon time frame. So it'll probably be early because I do have to get on an airplane the next day. So it'll probably be really, really early. So thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate that. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Grace, thank you so much for the goat. I really, really appreciate that too. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. All right, we're gonna see. It's definitely been an interesting day going on over here. You sent me a message in Discord. Where? Mod space, maybe? Hello? Hello? All right, that person's not there. And I don't think Taurus means to be here. Well, I mean, Taurus means to be here, but Taurus means to be here, but not in my guest request box. Oh, no. Oh, well, darn it. Now everything is messing all up. Oh, there it goes. All right, it popped back in. All right, if you still support Trump, go ahead and call in over there. I really appreciate you guys. If not, I think I might just end the live then. Might just be slow enough for it to be slow enough for me to end it today. I go to the bath. It's funny, every time I go to the bathroom, everybody leaves. It's true, it happens every time. People don't have too much patience these days. All right. People don't have too much patience these days. So the second I go to the bathroom, everybody leaves. Did you see my numbers drop like all over the spot? Isn't that the problem? Isn't that the problem we have in this country? Isn't that the problem we have in this country? Maybe we'll do some members only stuff. Everybody has short attention span, apparently. Apparently everybody does. All right. Well, here's what I'm going to do. Since, well, I don't have any callers right now. Everybody who was calling just stopped calling as soon as I went to the bathroom. Because people are strange. Maybe I'll switch it over to some members only stuff before I get out of here. We'll see what's up. Jen, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Said I got my MAGA coworker to listen to you, and now he's changing his mind. You are really making a difference. Wow, that is really awesome. Can we get big W's in the chat for Jen's coworker? Jen and Jen's coworker? Can we get big W's in the chat for both that? Hello, how are you?
I'm good. I'm a supporter. I called because you said it was slow. I just had a question for you really fast.
What's up?
Would you ever host a live and debate the people who didn't vote? Because they just as bad as MAGA. They just sat there and didn't do shit. Like, didn't vote or nothing.
Sure, I wouldn't be against that. That wouldn't be horrible.
Okay, cool. Where's Rupert?
Rupert's downstairs. Actually, where is Rupert? Oh, shoot. I actually don't know. He was downstairs last time I saw him. I have to bring up Rupert again soon.
Well, thank you for what you do. I'm going to let the Trumpers call in. Have a good day.
All right, absolutely. You have a good one. Appreciate that. And Megan said, thank you so much for the $5 over on Venmo. Said, I wish I could see you in the INE Tucson, but we're headed to the Central Coast from the Valley Friday. Have a safe trip. We'll catch you next time. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this meet and greet is going to work. It might be a little bad just on timing being right after Thanksgiving. So we might just have to do another trip, like another meet and greet soon. I don't know. I think the timing for this one might have been bad. I was actually just talking to Ari about that. Not saying it's going to be done, but we'll see. We'll see. I think a lot of people are actually out of town. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Oh no, close this. All right, let's see if I can get this thing to work real quick. Oh shoot, how did I do it last time? Grrr. Sorry, I have to figure out. I was going to switch this thing over. while we see if we get another call or not. But I was going to switch this thing over to a... Oh, it's right here. Isn't it? It's down here. Oh, it's over here. Let's see if this works. All right. We're going to switch over to some members only over there on the chat. I would love to do it here too, but I'm having a, let's see. It wasn't working before. There we go. We'll get some fun stuff in the chat for a little bit so I can BS with you guys for a little bit. Let's make sure it works. But yeah, no, I'll be in California next weekend. I was going to do a meet and greet, but it's been kind of not a lot of people wanting to show up. But again, it's Thanksgiving time and that kind of makes sense. Everybody's kind of out of town, kind of doing that stuff. So I'll let you guys pick. If you guys have questions, it's only super fans. It's supposed to be only super fans. I don't know why it's not. It's supposed to only be a members only chat right now. So I was going to let you guys just ask me questions if you wanted. Creator, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Says, a racist white woman calling out white men, yet Trump received highest numbers Republicans have seen from Hispanic and Black communities. Well, and that's actually really kind of crazy too. So he was actually getting higher numbers, but actually the numbers, especially among Latinos, have absolutely dropped out significantly. His poll numbers are going way down. But because of all this immigration stuff, right? So, yeah. So, well, he did have historic numbers, especially with, and it wasn't really Hispanics and Black communities. It was specifically Black men. It wasn't really Black women. Black women, I think, voted against Trump by like 90 something percent. And also I want to say this thing, because I'd be scrolling around like different lives and stuff like that. And it's so crazy because Black women that support Trump are so rare that you actually will see like these Black women that just they don't actually say anything or do anything. They're just existence on TikTok just gets pushed out by the algorithm and people like just watch them. It's wild. And it's really because they're so rare that when you find one, they just like, they're like unicorns, right? But like I've literally seen like literally a few different like Black women who literally just get up and they just sit there. They don't do anything else. They just sit there. Sometimes they'll run panels and other people will talk for them. Or there's this one lady, she just dances. She doesn't do anything. She just sits there and just says like, I love Trump, turns on music and then just like does this for like an hour and people pay her. Like it's super strange. It's super strange, but it's just because they're so like because like the super racist white people can then use them and go, oh well, you know, she's Black and she supports Trump, so I'm not racist. It's literally what happens. They literally use them as straight up like tokens. Isn't that wild? So, but it is proof that Black women are much smarter than Black men. We know that. So, we know that. Just actually, we don't even have to put the Black part in there. We can just say women are smarter than men, and we don't even need to make race involved in this. The race part is completely irrelevant, I think. Hey, I'm smart enough to know that. Okay, I'm smart enough to know that. I'm not dumb. All right, I'm not dumb. So that's part of part of being happy is understanding your place in the world sometimes. You know? Sometimes that's it, you know. Laura, thank you so much for the $5 over on Cash App. I really appreciate that. Said, love you, Mijo. Keep being kick ass. Thank you so much, Laura. Thank you so much. I know you haven't been around as much. I think we are in like a little bit of a lower politics time, and that's okay too. I think that we're people are enjoying their holidays and all that sort of stuff. I think we're going to see nice big pickups in viewership and all that sort of stuff, and growing the community at the beginning of the year. Honestly, once we get into we're going to be in an election year next year, and I think that's going to be like really important and really awesome too. So I'm excited for next year. So I'm really, really excited. I got lots of plans for next year, and I'm hoping by the end of next year we have a little bit of a different looking live. Things are going to be changing around a bit. We're gonna change things up a bit next year. Towards the end of next year, it's going to slowly be changing, but towards the end of next year, we're going to start to see some different changes going on with the live and stuff like that. And the awesome thing about that too is the membership stuff will get a lot better. The super fan stuff will get a lot better. The content will get a lot higher. So be excited for the end of next year. About a year from now, we're going to start seeing some massive changes to the live, to the stream, to all this sort of stuff, especially going into and on the other side of the midterm. So it should be really, really exciting. Laura, thanks again. Thanks for another $5 over on Cash App. Says, I've been very sick trying to figure out what's going on. I hope you feel better. Can we get a bunch of get well soons in there? For Laura. Laura's been a very long time supporter. I really hate to hear that she's not feeling well. So can we get a bunch of get well soons in there for Laura, who's not feeling too well today? So really sorry to hear that. I really do hope you feel better. Sending out wishes. Okay. Wishes and kisses. Wishes and kisses. I hope they figure it all out. All right. There she is. Actually, I can kick that since I'm in. Oh, why won't it let me? Hold on. Disconnect. There we go. There she is. There she is. We'll put her right there. Mark, thank you so much for becoming a member. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mark. Love you being part of the team. Love you being part of the team. Thank you so much. Make sure you guys are joining the Discord too. There it was. I didn't even know I was still taking calls. Raymond, thank you so much for the $5 over on Cash App. Said, keep up the fight. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Dude.
Hello?
Did you see? Yes. I apologize, Polly. I support you completely.
You're good, man. We're in friendlies time right now. This is the time to call.
Okay, but listen to me. Okay, so, and I know you totally different. I get it. But Dean actually had somebody on his cast that supported the rape of children, like for real. Just look it up. That's all I'm saying to you.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
But the MAGA people is crazy. That's all I'm saying. You keep doing what you're doing. Take it a little easy, but still keep doing what you're doing, brother.
I appreciate that. Yeah. Oh, I had a full white nationalist on the other day.
But I get the white nationalist situation, but he literally said.
Well, don't say it again. Don't say it again, because I don't want to. I don't want to risk life. No, I got you.
Yeah, but he said that, bro. Like, you literally are saying it's okay, and he was like, "Yeah, well, tell me how it's not okay."
Yeah, I got one of my mods actually saying that she will send me that video. So she's gonna send it to me, and that way I can watch it. But maybe I'll watch it, and maybe I'll do a little. Maybe I'll even make a video. Maybe I'll do a little blind react for it.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like, you're doing the right thing. That's all I'm saying, bro. You're doing the right thing. Just like the lady with the churches. You're doing the right thing.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Can we get big W's in the chat for a caller? Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, you too. Yeah, if I get sent that video, maybe I'll do another little video. I'll do like a little stitch of it or something like that, just as a blind react to it or something. Like that sounds really horrible. I don't want to. That's really, really. People are disgusting out there. People are really disgusting out there. Kayla, thank you so much for the $5 over on Venmo. Said happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you too. Happy Sunday to all of y'all. Happy Sunday to all of y'all. Again, I'll be on early tomorrow, and then I am off for like a week. So, just thought I'd let you guys know. So, Nolene. Sorry, was that wrong? Thank you for coming a member for another month. I really, really appreciate that. Oh, Veronica just sent it to me too. I'll definitely have to check that out. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nolene, for becoming for being there for another month. And Valador, who's been sending me a whole bunch of the gifts and stuff like that. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yes, so I am flying back home for my mom's birthday on Tuesday, and I will not be back. We fly back on Sunday, so I will not be back on until Monday-ish of the following week. So I'll be on early tomorrow, then I won't be on again until the next Monday. And then that next Tuesday is my birthday. So, and my mom's turning 80. My mom is turning 80. So yeah, little Thanksgiving break. So yeah, it'll be fine. We'll come back in December. And again, December 2nd is my birthday. So we'll come back and we'll do a stream on Monday, and then we'll try to do a nice long stream for my birthday on Tuesday. I actually am off all that week from work also. So we're gonna go do some stuff over there. Actually, that sounds really nice, Panda. Why don't we do an Adam Cray raid? Let's do an Adam Cray raid over on TikTok. I haven't done that in a while. I'm totally down for that. I haven't seen Adam. I haven't talked to Adam in a while. Let's do an Adam Cray raid. I love Adam. Adam's awesome. So yeah, let's do a raid over there. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I will see you guys tomorrow. But yeah, let's go hang out over there and do some stuff. And I'm probably gonna go listen and do laundry, which is probably what you guys have been doing to me. So so I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Hope you guys are having a wonderful evening.